International GT Feature Race 1 Daytona 2023. In honor of our good friend Mark Matisse, all of the cars in the field are wearing the number 77. Stephen Hammond leading the field to the green flag. 25 cars will take the green flag. We have a green as they speed into Daytona, turn 1. On board with Stephen Hammond. Right behind him is Scott Blinn, followed by David Tuati. Now we're on board with Scott Blinn in the 4.0. As they come around a tricky turn 1-2 section, David Tuati in his 4-point improved. There's our fantastic sponsors with International GT. As a huge field of cars comes through the first horseshoe at Daytona. Back on board with David Tuati with TLM Racing from Miami, Florida, chasing Scott Blinn. This is always a fantastic weekend here with the Audi race group at Daytona International Speedway. Tom Kopczynski in a Cayman 3.8, one of our fastest Caymans in this group. He's got a great front and rear. And then Jared Odrick, second event here with International GT. He first joined us at Virginia International Raceway. These are our onboards. We've got a great array of onboards this weekend as we go back on board with David Tuati at one of the fastest sections of the track, hitting 167, 8, 9, 170, 1, 2, 3, 4, 175, then hard on the brakes for this bus stop chicane as he's trying to catch his teammate, Stephen Hammond there. Equally yoked cars gets around Scott Blinn. Then there's Juan Gonzalez. Juan Gonzalez from Mission Foods. Happy to have him here. We've got a roof camera on Juan Gonzalez's car Amigo. And back on board with Scott Blinn. Sorry about the audio. Didn't get any audio from Scott, so we're using audio from some other cars. Now back on board with David Tuati. He's got Stephen Hammond in his sights. I love that you can see the input on Tuati's steering wheel there. So he shifts down into third, making that apex of turn 2. Stephen Hammond has a good lead over Tuati. Not used to seeing these cars this spread out. Juan Gonzalez followed by John Manship, followed by Craig Conway in that beautiful plaid and green Porsche GT3 Cup. On board with Nathan Bird, 3.8 liter. Nathan Bird following Tom Herb just ahead of him. And then Marcos Vento. Nathan Bird and Marcos Vento have been going back and forth all season long with Lucas Pank. So this should shake out to be a pretty good race between these two 3.8 liters. Can't stress how important it is to get out of turn 6 correctly. Very challenging turn, especially if you have cars in front of you. Many different lines to get up on the apron of the banking. But then this sets you up, and you can see Nathan just falling back a little bit to Thomas Herb there, coming out of turn 6 now into turn 7. And the long straight into 8, 9, 10, 11, or the bus stop as it's called. Looks like Tuati, Hammond, and Blinn have spread out a little bit, but then there comes Juan Gonzalez, Manship, Conway. Good group of cars coming through there in the Porsche GT3 Cup. Back on board with Nathan Bird. Now back into the banking of turn 12, long turn 12. If you listen closely, you can hear these drivers kind of hitting their rev limiter and their chip in the car as we are on board with Jared in 6th gear. Having a great fight with the number 57 Alejandro Pimentel in his 2018 Porsche GT3 Cup. So Juan Gonzalez, Manship, Conway, Pimentel, Odrick, Thomas Herb, Nathan Bird. I love the Porsche at the bottom of that Porsche insignia at the bottom of Jared's car there in the 01, who we are on board with right now as they come into turn 4. Really difficult turn, very fast, a flat-out turn, high G-forces into turn number 5, another horseshoe. Right on board. Nathan Bird right up there with the fall line car of Thomas Herb. Great to have Thomas back with us in International GT. And now Marcos Vento from Puerto Rico. Doing really well in the series this year. I love his enthusiastic crew. They love watching him, and I'm always seeing him up in the bleachers watching all the other races, just trying to figure out anything he can get from this track as we see Juan Gonzalez, John Manship, Craig Conway, Pimentel, and Audric. And then there's our first Cayman. It's Roland Krantz in a unrestricted Cayman. Going really fast. We right on board Marcos Vento, now to Nathan Bird. You really get a good sense of the banking from these shots. Back with Audric, following Pimentel into turn one. Pimentel going deep. Holding that apex. That apex is scary because the pit wall comes up to you so quickly. As we follow along, Juan Gonzalez leading this group of GT3 Cup cars. Juan Gonzalez in the car Amigo, and Conway looks like trying to get past Manship and Conway, and then Herb and Nathan Bird side by side basically as they go into turn three of the International Horseshoe. Bird just can't get around Thomas Herb. Same order as they come into turn five. Oh, and look at that, Vento looking on the inside of Nathan Bird. Smooth hands is Marcos Vento. Again, Nathan Bird side by side, and also Vento getting around Thomas Herb. So here they go. Who gets the best release out of turn six? Who can get the power down quicker? And then Vento with a little bit of an advantage, just getting behind the draft of Nathan Bird. And Jared Audric, again, new to the series, former NFL player, so it's super cool to have him out here racing with us in International GT. Like I said, his second weekend with us, so hopefully he's having a lot of fun out there. And look at Krantz. Sorry if I get your name wrong, Krantz, but you're back there in the Stuttgart Cup doing really well in that Cayman. Porsche Cayman GT4, the 2022. A lot of our Cup drivers can't believe the speed of these Caymans as Vento looking side by side here, taking the high line on Nathan Bird. See if you can get around him. Nathan Bird just out-braking him into one. Vento kind of letting him have that. See what he's got, and then going deep into turn one. Vento has the better line. He gets behind Bird, but now he knows what he can do the next time. These are kind of longer feature races for International GT as they come into International Horseshoe turn three. Vento looks like he's got some steady hands in there. And again, you see just a little feather of the throttle around turn four. And hard back on the gas, trying to hit his brake marks. Not clearly displayed here. Sometimes it's kind of weird to see where you get into the marks. And look at this, Audric coming at him pretty good, right behind Pimentel. Pimentel taking the faster line out of six, but definitely Pimentel knows Audric is there right behind him. So not only is he seeing Conway right in front of him, but Audric coming up right behind him, getting him nervous in his mirrors as they come into the bus stop chicane. A very fast 8, 9, 10, and 11. So it's Juan Gonzalez, John Manship, Craig Conway, Pimentel, and Audric. Then there's Bird and Vento right behind them. Back on board with Audric. Let's see what he can do. Coming into fourth gear, shifting into fifth gear. Now he's into the shade. So it's the conditions are changing lap after lap. It's going to cool down there. Now into the direct sunlight. NASCAR turn four. Not able to catch Pimentel as he's going 180 basically on this front section. But Pimentel coming up on Conway there in that beautiful green car. Hard on the brakes is Pimentel. Maybe a little bit too hard. And he just squeezes and goes around, does Pimentel. Audric does a good job of avoiding him, so does Bird, so does Vento. An unassisted spin there at a very treacherous turn one. We've seen that happen quite a bit. Looks like he's going to be able to fire back up, and then there's Nathan Bird with Vento. A little bit of a gap there. I don't know if that was caused by just the spin and coming into turn one with the smoke, but Nathan Bird able to gap Vento just a little bit. No change there between them, but Audric is able to take advantage. Now let's see if Nathan Bird and Vento and Thomas Herb can catch up. But look at that, Roland doing very well in the Stuttgart Cup. There's Bob Wyson in the orange, number 27. Seeing the full field come through here. Here's Kopczynski in the number 52. The first, I think, official Stuttgart Cup car out there, meaning it's per the rules to the Stuttgart Cup. Roland is out there in an unrestricted Cayman Club Sport, I believe. He's right on board with Nathan Bird. As I said earlier, Nathan was complaining to me this weekend that he's got about 100 hours on that race engine, which they start to get a little bit tired past about 50, from what I'm hearing. And I'm sure it depends on how well it's being maintained. But look at Audric here. Hard on the brakes, catching up there to Conway. Juan Gonzalez able to get a pretty good gap here on Manship and Conway. I love the look of this green plaid car. Beautiful car. Nathan Bird getting right behind. See what Jared can do here through turn 4. It's not flat out for some of these drivers, but it is for other drivers in the field. But you can see you have to, it's not on the brakes, but you do have to feather the throttle a little bit. And let's see now with this open in front of him, open and back. Let's see if Nathan can get a good release here out of turn 6. Jared going a little bit high. Neither one of them gets that perfect release, but they're going up to the wall, saying Daytona. I love how it's painted on there. You can see it clearly. And look at the banking here at Daytona. They'll come around turn 7 in the shade. This is kind of an early morning race. It's about 80 to 81 degrees outside in the temperature. Not sure of the track temperature, but I know it varies by about 10 to 15 degrees in the shade or in the sun. We have direct sun, barely just a small haze of clouds and just slight fog. I want to give a huge shout out to the Audi Club for letting us be a part of this event. I think this is 4 or 5 years in a row, just a fantastic event. We're seeing a bigger gap there between Stephen Hammond and David Tuwadi, both in 4.I liter, then Scott Blend in a 4.0 liter with Ruckus Racing. Beautiful car. You can't miss that car out there from St. Louis, Missouri. The Dent Wizard. Then look at this, Car Amigo coming around, but Craig Conway around John Manship there. So there's a change for the leaders there, fighting it out in the GT3 Cup, the Mission Foods GT3 Cup. And Audric and Bird about the same gap. Let's see what kind of gap Nathan Bird can get as they come around turn 4. Let's see his throttle. You can see he's hard on the throttle, 100%, and then just feathers it. And back on the throttle. There's Audric getting a little bit squirrely coming into turn 5. Nathan Bird going to try to pounce on that. Again, my belief that this turn they're coming up to is the most important turn on the track. If you get a good exit out of here, good braking there from Nathan Bird right up behind Audric. Can he get back on the throttle? He's fully on the throttle there. He's able to close that gap a little bit, but I think hard on the brakes disrupted him. Looks like Audric got out just a little bit better. Audric in a 2020, Nathan Bird in a 2015. Audric's in a 4 liter, Nathan Bird in a 3.8. But this is only Audric's second event. Nathan Bird has been not only racing in International GT, but he's done Trans Am in this car. He's done SVRA Group 10, the Enduros, and then not to mention all of his formula cars that he does with Dustin Hodges and Arrive and Drive Motorsports. So he's got a ton of experience really trying to see how this banking suits this Cup car. Different kind of Cup car here at Daytona than we're used to this weekend, but Vento keeping them within their sights. Vento coming up just over the start-finish line there. And look at that, Nathan Bird really closing the gap there on Audric. Watch out, Jared Audric. You've got Nathan Bird behind you who doesn't mind driving right in somebody's mirrors, trying to disrupt their driving. As they come around International Horseshoe Turn 3, Nathan Bird now right behind Audric. Smooth out of Turn 3. Let's see what he can do coming into 4. Just a little tap of the brakes there as we ride on board with Vento. Nathan Bird right side by side with Audric. Oh! Don't know what happened there. Don't know. Can't tell if there was any contact, but it sends Audric around. I'm guessing just a slight bit of contact there by Nathan Bird as Audric doesn't stall, stays in second, fires it up, and hopefully he can get that back out there. But that's going to bring the gap to Marcus Vento, getting a little bit squirrely there on his steering. And Audric doing a good job not high centering, getting back on course as we see Kopczynski here coming into International Horseshoe 3. So unfortunate there for Jared Audric. Not sure if he did anything there himself, but I'm guessing some slight contact there from Bird to send him around into Turn 5. We do not like contact in International GT. This is gentleman racing. Very hard racing, but it does happen. We'll see what these stewards have to say about that as Vento now closing the gap there on Nathan Bird as they come around Turn 12. RPM, 8,300 RPM, 8,400 RPMs. You can see him shifting. Hard downshifting into Turn 1. Nathan Bird goes a little bit long there. Misses the apex. Marcus Vento doing a better job there going into Turn 1 and 2. As they come around, they've really gapped Thomas Herb. And we can see rolling in that first Stuttgart Cup. Beautiful number 59 of Scott Vanacore. He will be racing later on today in the Enduro with his co-driver Pippa Mann. So Marcos Vento, again, a little bit better line. I'm not sure what's happening with Nathan Bird, but I don't think he has the control of the car that Marcos Vento does. Real wide out onto the apron does Nathan Bird. Marcus Vento, a little bit better line getting up onto the apron there in Turn 6, entering Turn 7. And that should come to an advantage as they come to this long, it is a turn, but it's basically flat out like a straightaway because of the banking. Now they hit the straightaway, and let's see who can outbrake into the bus stop chicane. Marcos Vento taking the ideal line as Nathan Bird takes the defensive line into 8, 9, 10, 11. They have extended their curbing a little bit. It's not quite as treacherous as years past here with International GT. Marcos Vento, his car just looks to be a little bit quicker. Maybe better setup, maybe better wear on the tires than Nathan Bird. Again, these two are both are in 2015 GT3 Cup 3.8 liters. Marcos Vento taking the high line. Ken Fengler was saying in the drivers' meeting that if you're slow, to stay low, which is what Nathan Bird was doing there and taking the defensive line. It is a shorter way around. Marcos Vento just a little bit better on the brakes, hitting a better apex on the 1 2. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, equally yoked battle here. Marcos Vento in the red number 18 Valvoline Porsche GT3 Cup car. Nathan Bird just ahead of him, both 3.8 liters, and this has been happening all season long. Love to have had Lucas Pank out here to be battling out there with him. And we were talking about this with Ken Fangler. It's now the 10-year, getting a little squirrely there as Vento. The 10-year anniversary of International GT started out as basically the Stuttgarts. Then we moved into this, and it seemed like there was a ton of 3.6 liters. Then people ventured up to the 3.8, then to the 4 liters, and the 3Rs, and the 4Is. And so we don't see a lot of 3.6s, but we do have a lot of the 3.8s. And then it seems like every off-season, people kind of venture up to maybe the 4 liters. So let's see what happens here in the off-season. With only one race left at Circuit of the Americas, or one event left at Circuit of the Americas to finish out the 2023 season. Nathan Bird, Marcos Vento still kind of keeping that same gap as they go around the bus stop chicane. The reason we're staying on this race is this is kind of the last big race that we have out here. This 3.8 liters is Vento right behind, being able to catch that draft. Coming outside here is turn 12. Flattens out, a little bit of a banking here into the start-finish line, and there is our white flag. This is the last lap, ladies and gentlemen, as they are side by side. Nathan Bird has the advantage, able to outbrake, but can he hold it into turn 1? Vento hitting the apex of turn 1 a little bit better, setting him up for turn 2. And then there is Juan Gonzalez on the last lap. But look at that, Craig Conway and Manship around the car amigo of Juan Gonzalez in that number 81 car. Great shot there of Manship in his 2022 Porsche GT3 Cup. I love the rear end of these 2022 GT3s. And there's Bird and Vento coming around. This is basically Vento's probably last good chance here if he can set up turn 6 really well. Square, trying to hold on to it. The Pirelli P0's fighting for grip. You can see now the shade is gone from this turn. So ever-changing conditions here. Now we're getting kind of a split view, so you can see that Hammond has taken the checker flag, as has Tuati. Scott Blinn should be coming up. There's the lap traffic there. Staying on board with Nathan Bird. We can see who's finishing the race, but look at this coming in 10 and 11. Coming through. Trying to do his hand signals here. What will happen is they come into turn 12. Can Vento take it? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We may have a photo finish using the draft. Now taking the low line. Here we go. There's that finish. Let's see what happens. Looks like Vento might have a slight advantage here. We may have a photo finish. Looks like Vento takes him by about 2.5 feet. What a victory there by Marcos Vento. I know Puerto Rico's going a little bit crazy. Here are our standings, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Stephen Hammond in first, David Tuati, Scott Blinn, Craig Conway, John Manship in 5th, Juan Gonzalez 6th, Marcos Vento 7th, but first in the 3.8s. Nathan Bird, Tom Herb, Roland Krantz, Scott Vanacore, Thomas Ballister, Robert Wyson, John Blizzard, Alejandro Pimentel, Jared Odrick, James Hammond, Russell Wittenberg, Charles Craig, Tom Kopczynski, Michael Cobb, Brian Surserly, Fabio De Andrade, Maria Mejia, Rodrigo Aspirura. That rounds it out here for feature race 1. Let's go to the winner's circle.
Hey. Now, are you having fun? I'm having the best time of my life. This is better than Disney World.
Yo creo que como estábamos bien alto, estábamos en quinta y bajé a cuarta y al último minuto bajé a tercera y aceleré.
Okay, yo me quedé en cuarta.
Eso fue.
Sí.
Eso fue.
Excuse everybody, you guys have to learn Spanish in this class.
Yes.
It is international GT.
It is international GT. There you
Got a
go.
little Peruvian.
So, Hammond, did you ever get nervous seeing this guy at the back there, especially in that lap traffic?
There was like maybe 1 or 2 moments where I was like, he might have a chance. But then I gave it like 30 seconds and came back to reality, and then here we are.
Oh, man.
How about you, Dave? Did you ever think, oh, this is where I get it?
I was trying hard. It was a little tough the first few laps, trying to process everything that's been going on, thinking about Mark. and I had to stop looking at turn one and just concentrated on Stevie. This is what Mark would have wanted. I met Mark probably at Daytona, actually, like 3 years ago, and we became good friends. So it means a lot to be able to race and think about him and all the emotions that come with it. And obviously, trying to catch somebody half your age, it's getting harder and harder.
And I was trying to figure out if you're in my classes.
Hey, so how was it for you out there?
Well, this is my first time here at Daytona, so it was a great learning experience. We had some close racing, which is what you're always looking for. It was good. It was good. I lost a little bit in turn 3, and coming on to the banking in 6. I have to find a different entry point onto 6, but I'm confident. I think I got second fastest time in my class, and so pretty confident going into the next race.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Is this your first time with IGT?
On behalf of International
It's my second time with IGT. Yeah, first was at VIR.
Thank him for his participation with International GT, Detroit Watch Company, the Interlincoln, and of course our official vendors, Speed Cop Communications, Sunoco, Stand 21. The whole family that supports International GT. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, folks, for being here. We've got a couple of special awards we'll start out and give away. And before I do that, another round of applause because we got a race this afternoon and we'll make our official tribute. And we all had our own ways of processing what happened yesterday. But there was a great sign, and Fisher from GLM came up to me and said, look up, and there was an eagle overhead flying, flew 3 times around the racetrack. And I have to say, thank you, Mark, if you're looking down, and we love you. I'd also like to make mention, please, keep in your prayers, your thoughts, your good karma, your good energy, whatever you do. Our fan, he's in the hospital. He's not out of the woods yet. He's got some complications, and keep him also in your thoughts. So with that, we are going to do what we do. We're going to get on some race. You guys ready? All right, let's get some stuff away. We're going to start out. Greg, come on up, Greg Gladstone. With Pixie Wheel. Greg's been our sponsor for 2 years. Let's give a round of applause. Greg's going to give away a certificate, $500 for a credit towards a set of fixie wheels. Going to John Manship, looking cool and calm. Looks like he just came off the beach. John, come up, get a picture with Greg. Come on over here, center. Grant was questioning my arithmetic. All right, come on over here. Come on over here. Okay. He wanted to add another $500. It looks like $500 to me.
Wait, hold on, guys. Yeah. Right there, right there.
Right there? That's good? Okay, get out of the way. There we go. Let's give a round of applause. For a set of fixing wheel. Great Gladstone. Thank you very much. Grant will be featuring our Enduro this afternoon. Those wonderful trophies he's made. Fantastic. So, lucky enough to win one of those, we will see you on the podium with the Fixie Wheel Trophy. Thank you very much. All right, guys, thank you. That checking worth anything. John, congratulations. Good job. All right, one more to give away. Communications, also our official sponsor, our official communication sponsor, $250 worth of merchandise or credit towards radio communications. Brian Sursley. Brian, come on up, Brian. There we go. You're like, who, me? I'll take it. Grab the ship. Stay right there. Come on over here. Look at the camera. I'm going to get out of the way. Cool beans. $250 worth of good with a radio communication from Speed Cop Communications. Thank you very much. All right. Julie's going to chase you down for that check. She will chase you down. Don't run away. All right, let's give some awards away. We're going to start with Stuttgart Cup. Gaming class, 3.8 liter. We're going to give out 3.8 and 4 liter. In 4 liter, in first place, top step of the podium. Roland Grants, come on up, Roland. RS1. Take one of those big trophies in that hat. good. Yeah, a lot of people are finding out that that game is not so bad. So congratulations to you in court racing. Brian Searchley, 3rd place. Congratulations. Michael, as I said, I think this might be your first time at least on the podium with us. I think that we're early have. I gotta have you official winner on there. Now we're good. Now we're good. Yeah, a lot of people ask me for those hats. You know, you might get good money for that. Congratulations, welcome to International GT.
Thank you, sir. This has been a great experience. This is my second trip to Daytona. So really excited to be able to stand up here today with you guys and do some more racing with all these guys. It's been a great trip.
Congratulations to you and your team. Good job. 2nd place. Michael, let's hear it for him. Congratulations, Michael. Go on, I'll start here with you before moving on to the Beer King here. All right? Congratulations to you, man. You and the RS1. We're good to see you back now that they got done with that pro racing stuff on the way. Good to see you on the little guy stuff. Good to see you here.
No, it's fun. First time riding the RS unrestricted, so it's a super fast game. So I'm happy.
No doubt, yeah. That Cayman is pretty darn capable machinery. You know, the 911 guys go, I thought that was a Cayman.
Yeah, it is.
Congratulations to you, RS1 Roland Grants, 1st place in 4-meter. And not to be outdone, Tom, roll out the barrels. Beers up. Good. Congratulations. Thank you for being here, Martin National GT.
Thanks very much. Thanks to Eric and all the guys at RS1. And thanks to everyone here for making some really great choices.
Congratulations, guys. Huddle up for a picture. Pick up the trophies here. You got to take that glass home with you. I'll get out of the way. Let's hear it for top 3 finishers. And top place in 4-meter. Cup. All right, we're going to move on. Mission Foods GT3 Cup Trophy. 3.8-liter class, 3 cars. A heck of a battle. Just happy to be on the podium. He's done a heck of a job and come a long way. Car number 188, Thomas Ballister. 2nd place, 3rd man, car number 88. Oh, I was going to say, where's his flag? No, he carries it in his pocket. He's got it. From Marcus Vento, 1st place. Thomas, that's okay. You're good. Thomas, congratulations. You got 2 young guns here, and boy, oh boy, they're going. Congratulations to you and the TLM crew. Very good finish. Thank you. First of all, 77. Everybody, especially my team, TLM, for making it possible, and IGT, and everybody that's in this series. Congratulations, Thomas Ballister, TLM, 3rd place. Nathan, back and forth, it didn't matter your times. I look at the time and go, faster. But a heck of a run, and I don't know, I know you run a lot of different series, but there's certainly been some competition here in this for you.
Oh yeah, it's definitely getting better and better, and Tomas is keeping on that beat, Marcos has been keeping on that beat for sure, and just really awesome to have a great battle with Marcos and all the guys, and hopefully it's a battle that Mark would be proud of, and I think he would be, and yeah, I just can't thank my team enough for giving me a good car, and get one of those back races, I don't know what it's going to be today, we'll see.
Yeah, extra laps is usually never a better thing when you're in the 2nd place car. Congratulations to you, Nathan Bird, 2nd place. Good run. And in 1st place, starting a few cars behind on the grid, but making up that time. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a great start with a lot of cars, and a couple of corners after, I was right on Nathan's tail. The whole race was battling it out, and yeah, just thanks to JV Racing Team and Autometrics and Puerto Rico.
Obviously, you know you had a teammate, Puerto Rico. Guys, I'm going to get out of the way. Hold up the trophies and champagne, and of course the flag. And congratulations to our top 3 finishers, 3.8-liter. We're going to stay with Mission Foods Trophy Cup, 4-liter class. Well earned and another very competitive class. You know, these classes are very, very tough to finish up on the podium. It's a great 1.5. 161, Tom Hurd. And in first place, keeping the streak alive, Linda Wynn, car number 45, Scott Murray. Thank you, kids. I'll give you quarters later. They don't cost me that much money. I leave that to the parents. Scott, congratulations. Good run. A tough field of cars, and always good to be on the podium when you got that kind of competition.
Thank you very much. I want to say thank you to IGT for all you do. Great team, coach, and a man, and most of all, my wife and my family.
Manicord, third place, 4-liter class. Thomas, your full line comrades are not here, but you're a real brave commander. Congratulations and welcome back to International GT.
Thank you very much. It's awesome to be back here with everybody. I really like the program, and it's great to be back at Daytona. And I want to thank all the guys at Fall Line for giving me a great car. And I'm looking forward to the Euro.
No doubt, everybody's looking forward to that. We wish you the best of luck. Tom Herb, second place in 4-liter class. And keeping the streak alive. All right, Linda Wynn, Scott, congratulations to you, team. You've had an unbelievable year. Not without a couple, you had a couple races that didn't work out, but when you're running and the Ruckus crew gives you a hell of a car, great job. Mark Angel and the guys, super.
Yeah, no question about it. We had a great result today. Of course, we drove hard. We had Mark, his family, and loved ones in our heart and our mind. And as I say, I feel like there's a lot of great cars that come out in this group. David and his crew, put together a great car, but there's none that are better than ours. We come out there and we're ready to go. And these guys just do a phenomenal job. And thank you all. You and your crew, Julie. She does a lot with a little, amazing, and you all do. It's been a fantastic year, a lot of fun. Appreciate it.
Scott Flynn, first place. Hold up the trophy, guys. Great job. The great thing about the Ruckus Racing crew, they're so subliminal, right? They're like camouflage, and you never see them. All right, 2 mixed classes. We're going to call our winner up in Mission Foods, Mr. Mission Foods. GT4R class, car number 81, first place, Juan Gonzalez. Let's give a round of applause. And first place in the exhibition, car number 26, Charles Gray. Charles, first place. Come on up in exhibition. He's getting ready. They're small. One size fits all. Nice size. That's a cute deal, kids. I'm going to give this trophy away because I take it away, Charles. He's fiddling with the hat. I'll start here with Juan. Juan, congratulations. Thank you. On behalf of International GT Mission Foods for all your years of support and friendship, and thank you for being here. As I always say, you sponsor a lot of motorsports, but you really only participate in one, and that's International GT, and we're very thankful that you're here with us.
This is my favorite. Okay? And thank for everybody to keep coming and racing with us. And we're going to really be smart. Okay, so this is really
For you, my friend. That's right. Juan Gonzalez, first place. Charles, I didn't tell me she's last match. Said, take the trophy. I don't care. I'm good. Hey, did you have a good run or did you have fun? That's all I care about.
I'm here with the 2 bosses. This is great. The 2 bosses. Fabulous. And it's an old car we're trying to bring back. I haven't used it in 4 years. But it won the 24 in Dubai. And it was fun to bring it out, keep going faster. And so thank you to you, your whole team. It was terrific. People that screamed, did a great job setting the car up, particularly Mark Van. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, hold the trophies up. Let's leave it one more time. Let's give a round of applause. All right. Last but not least, and finally, the battle up at the front. 3 cars in 4.1-liter class Mission Foods GT3 Cup Trophy. Number 79, Scotsman Barry Conway. Barry, come on up. Third place. Somebody give me the memo. Okay, well, I know these guys got the memo. Car 68, David 20. Car 72, Stephen Hammond.
Usual suspects.
Usual suspects, right? Just looking at my sheet.
Right.
No, you know what? Hey, I got this wrong because I just didn't know that's right. I'm going with that. Unless somebody tells me otherwise. Yeah.
Hey, get in the middle.
David, I'll start over here with you. Thank you for being part of the National IGT. The TLF doing a great job. Fantastic. Thanks for being here. We'll come back to you. These guys wanted to dedicate this race to Mark on his behalf. The first place and overall winner goes to Mark Mathis. And David, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you. I'm wishing best prayers for Marcel right now. Really hope he pulls through it. I'm gonna miss Mark and Mike up here, smiling after they kick our ass. So, yeah, it's just always a pleasure running here, and it was a pleasure running that race for everybody. It was hard. We did it for Mark, we did it for Marcel, because we're brothers. So.
Thank you, and as I said yesterday, we're here racing today because it was the wishes of the family and his friends. I would do anything they wanted us to do. They said pack up and go home. We would have been home with our families, but they said Mark would have wanted us to race, so he's the reason we're here, and we'd like to thank you. David, anything you'd like to finish up with?
Yes, we're on the road 30, 40 weekends a year. I spend more time with my racing family than I do with my family at home. Mark and I were talking basically daily, trying to have a dream of putting a 24-hour Daytona ride together. So we spend a lot of time in person and on the phone talking and about everything, about life, about business, about family, about all kinds of stuff. So he gets home, following a kid. He's like my kid. When mom tells me to yell at him, I yell at him. It's family. We were very hurt yesterday, and we went to the ambulance, we came out, and I could just be together. It's hard. It was hard following him, and I had to turn one out of my head and just concentrate on what I was doing. But it's a realization. I spend more time with every single one of you than I do with my wife at home. It's home if anything happens to any of you, so we gotta take care of each other. And I love every single one of you, except Scott. And